every errand that I was doing was costing money. For me, I feel like that is a lot of money. What's up guys, welcome to Congo Talks 243. If you are new here, hi, my name is Felicity. Do feel free to subscribe so that you are notified every time we post new videos. I will start saying we now because the Congo Talks team is kind of growing behind the scenes. Also, I would like to update you guys that we do have a Patreon account right now that enables you guys to support Congo Talks monthly. So those of you that can sign up for that and join our Ndeko club, I would suggest that you do so. I always leave like a pinned comment for you guys to see different ways that you can support Congo Talks because it really takes a lot to maintain this channel. Not only does it take a lot of time and skills, it also takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to buy these microphones, cameras, to buy even video editing softwares. It takes a lot. But anyway, in today's video, I want to give you guys the behind the scenes of my travel to Congo. If you are new here, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I will get to that. A couple of months ago, this was last year, I traveled to Congo to visit family and friends, but I also wanted to create content. Actually, that was my #1 goal. But in this video, I'm not going to talk to you about that trip. I'm going to talk to you guys about how much it costed me to make that trip. The first one resource is time. Time is one thing that none of us can get back. So the first thing that I spent a lot on was time. The time that I spent filming, the time that I spent editing these videos. This is something that I can never get back. But the one that I'm gonna talk to you guys about today is money. I separated this cost into different parts. So in the first part of this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about the things that I did not pay for, followed by the major costs, and then I will talk to you guys about other costs. Lastly, I will talk to you guys about the things that I did not count. These are optional things that one could decide to spend on or not. Let's go! Starting with the first part, the things that I did not pay for. The first thing that I didn't pay for was the yellow fever vaccination because I already had it. The second thing that I did not have to pay for is a visa. I hold a Congolese passport, so I did not have to apply for a Congolese visa, which a lot of people always complain that it is one of the most expensive visas. Another thing that I didn't pay for was 1 week of my stay in Congo. If you remember, I actually traveled to Kikwit for 1 week during my stay in Congo, and for that 1 week I did not have to pay for accommodation and food, and this is because I have family there. This makes a lot of difference. My Airbnb in Kinshasa was costing 27 euros per night, and if you multiply that by 6 nights, this is around 165 euros. If you add food to that, it would probably be a good 250 euros that I did not have to pay during that 1 week that I was in Kikwit. So having family in Congo made a lot of difference for me. So that is the last thing that I didn't have to pay for. Now that all those things are out of the picture, I'm going to let you guys know some of the major costs that I incurred. The first thing, of course, is my flight. My plane ticket costed me 615 euros. The second biggest thing that I paid for was accommodation, Airbnb in Kinshasa, and I booked it for 11 nights. In total, this costed me around 351 euros. So my plane ticket and the Airbnb alone were costing me around 967 euros. A lot of money, I know. Then the third one was the COVID test that I had to get from Congo before leaving, and that costed me 45 USD. And another thing that I also had to pay for was the airport tax. If you have ever traveled to Congo, you know that before leaving Kinshasa, you are required to pay airport tax, and this cost 55 USD. So now that the major costs are done, I am going to other costs. The other costs that I incurred were transportation and food. Food was fairly cheap in Kinshasa, but it also depends on where you do your shopping. I personally chose to do shopping at local markets, so it did not cost me an enormous amount of money. If you're going to Congo and you go shopping in like supermarkets and stuff like that, it's gonna cost you a lot more. I wanted fresh food, I wanted fresh vegetables, fresh fish and fresh stuff, so it wasn't costing me that much. The only time that I paid a little bit more were maybe when we went out, you know, when we were going to those errands and then we eat at restaurants. That was taking a lot more money than when I decided to cook myself and do the shopping at local markets. But the major thing that really costed me was transportation. For transportation, the major cost that I paid for transport was my trip from Kinshasa to Kikwit, and for that trip I paid paid $55 USD to and fro. So that was the major transportation cost that I incurred when I was in Congo. Most of the errands that I was doing in Kinshasa, they were taking like a couple of connections, at least 2 connections, and the transportation cost was ranging from 500 to 2,500 Congolese francs per connection. And then another minor cost that I also incurred was the entry at the museum, and that costed around $4.5 USD. So yeah, so those are the other costs that I incurred. So mostly food, transportation, and entry at the museum. So those other costs being aside, there are also some things that I did not have to buy, so I didn't count them in my costs, and those are presents and also some toiletries that I bought for myself. Like I traveled with hand washing soap. I don't know why I did that, but it kind of helped me not to be stressed while I was in Kinshasa. Like I didn't want to get there and then have to think about where I should buy hand washing soap. I didn't want to. So things like that, things like mosquito repellent, toothpaste, toothbrushes. Yeah, I had a toothbrush, but I also got some extra toothbrushes when I was traveling to Congo, which really helped me because sometimes I had some family that were visiting me at the Airbnb. I didn't have to think about, oh, where should I go and buy toothbrushes for them or buy toothpaste. So those are things that I chose to buy, but you don't have to buy it. But for me, I feel like they really helped make the trip a little less stressful. And yeah, that is the cost that I incurred. When I was traveling to Congo, I had some pocket money. I had around $150 when I was traveling there. Then when I got there, I also withdrew some money. All in all, I would say the trip costed me around a little over $1,500. For me, I feel like that is a lot of money, but it was worth it. Mentally, it was worth it for me because I wanted to go home. I wanted to reconnect with my roots, and I wanted to reconnect with some of my family members, and I feel like it was rewarding for me. It was much more rewarding internally. But yeah, so there you have it, guys. That is how much I spent for my trip to Congo. So if you can support this channel, I would encourage you to do so, whether it is a support just by sharing the videos, by giving the video a thumbs up, by watching the video ads that play. Everything that you give is very much appreciated, and this will ensure, of course, that this channel stays for the long run. So thank you so much for tuning in for this video, guys. If you stayed until the end, you are the real one. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and yeah, enjoy and stay blessed. Bye.